I'm sure many of you are wondering what they've been doing the past 12 weeks. I can assure you they put in a lot of hard work and sometimes maybe even had a little bit of fun. Class 97 has prepared a video to show you some of the highlights of their training. We hope you enjoy the video as much as they enjoyed making it. Please roll the video. Thank you.
What class are you? Class 97, sir! All I remember is sirens, lights flashing and driving, dirt lane passing and burn. What a plan! The red lights going through the stop signs. All I remember is sirens.
Whole leg from your hip! Come on, get him on the grinder. No, you know how to do it. A little bit more.
And on the radio reported the chase and all about the beauty, how she cleaned at the bank. She was armed and dangerous and almost got away, but they found her. She was cussing the choppers, they were swirling around, reloading her revolver every couple of rounds. Shot off a couple shots, but they wouldn't back down.
Sir, no,
Look straight, that's the only place you're looking. Sir, I'll fix it, sir!
You can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, for a long time. Sooner or later, hurry up! Don't tell that long-term don't tell that midnight rider, tell the rambler, the gambler, let's go! Tell him that God's gonna cut him down. Tell him that God's gonna cut him down.
And you're gonna want to stop. You're gonna want to quit. Don't quit. This is just physical.
You do that, it gets all easy. It's all easy then. Go back home.
Are you ready? Hey, are you ready for this? Are you hanging on the edge of your seat? Out of the doorway, the bullets rip to the sound of the beat.
Here we go. It's about time that we set it off. Here we go. Red lights, I could never stop. This is not another story. This is not another drill. I refuse to be another number now. Never staying down. This is something real. I'm a name that you'll remember.
There's a moment in your bones when the fire takes over. Blood is running, heart is pumping as the battle gets closer. They can say what they want now. Cause we'll be screaming now. We can be heroes everywhere we go. We can have all that we ever want. Swinging like Ali, rocking our bodies, standing on top like a champion. Keep your silver, give me that gold. You'll remember when I say we can be heroes everywhere we go. Keeping us down is impossible, cause we're unstoppable. We're unstoppable. We're unstoppable. Every spotlight, every soundbite, everybody who gave up is just a fuel for wanting him more than anybody against us. They can say what they want now, cause we'll be screaming now. We can be heroes everywhere we
Maybe I'm foolish, maybe I'm blind, thinking I can see through this and see what's behind. Got no way to prove it, so maybe I'm lying. But I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. Take a look in the mirror. What do you see? Do you see it clearer, or all you see is what you believe? 'Cause I'm only human after all, and you're only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put your blame on me.
Look at me now, look at me now, look at me, look at me, look at me now. No one can bother me, not in the slightest. I'm yelling victory, throwing your towel, taking the shot and doing it well. I'm saving myself, no need for the bell. I'm giving it everything, all that I got. I'm conquering battles that rage in my thoughts. So I take one step at a time, fall into formation as I see the motivation in the eyes of my reflection. You may reap what you sow, but I'm gonna reap what I reap. I put in the work and I do it a lot, cause you gonna see me when I'm at the top, ready or not.
The last thing I heard was you whispering goodbye, and then I heard you Welcome to the jungle. We got
Dad, how was it, Dad?
Horrible.
Like how? If you were to describe it.
Death. Liquid death.
Let's all please stand and join me in welcoming Correctional Deputy Academy, Class 97. Sergeant Gamendi, please present your class. If I could have everybody please remain standing for the invocation, Pledge of Allegiance, and National Anthem. I want to welcome Chaplain Thimba Mazizi from the Riverside County Sheriff's Department, who will lead us in today's invocation.
Let us pray. Eternal Lord, we invite you to grace this graduation ceremony with your presence tonight. These graduates have worked hard to be where they are today. I thank you for their families who supported them as they were going through this training. The graduates are ready to handle the complexities of their calling. I pray, Lord, that you would bless them with success as they seek to render service above self to the citizens of this county. Their motto is, together by chance, united by choice. They realize that they are divinely selected and commissioned to serve humanity. I pray, Lord, that their choice to serve will bring pride to their families and to the law enforcement profession. May you continue protecting those who are patrolling our streets, keeping safe all our correctional facilities, and defending our liberties. I pray for their safe return to their families at the end of each shift of hard work. In your holy name I pray, amen.
Thank you, Chaplain. During the Pledge of Allegiance and a national anthem, it's appropriate and lawful that all citizens stand and place their right hand over their heart while facing the flag. Those in uniform, in compliance with federal law and in grateful honor for what the flag represents, are to render a military salute and remain silent. When given the command, present arms, uniformed personnel, please render the appropriate salute during the Pledge of Allegiance and national anthem. After the Pledge of Allegiance and national anthem, the command, order arms, will be given, at which time you may stop saluting. Those in civilian attire may remove their hand from their heart at that time. This evening, Marina Valley College Dean of Instruction, Phil Rawlings, is leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I also have Sheriff's Deputy Stephanie Martinez singing the national anthem for us.
Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, liberty, justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Dean Rawlings and Deputy Martinez. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Class 97, take your seats. At this time, I'd like to introduce our honored guests and ask them to please stand as I read their names. From Moreno Valley College, School of Public Safety, Philip Rawlings. Board of Trustees, President Bill Hendrick. From the San Fernando Police Department, Lieutenant Erwin Rosenberg. From the Riverside Sheriff's Association, I have President Bill Young and Executive Director Dave Brown. From the Riverside Sheriff's Department, Sheriff Chad Bianco. Under Sheriff Dennis Vrooman. Assistant Sheriff Don Sharp. Assistant Sheriff Ed Delgado. Chief Deputy Joseph Belli. Correctional Chief Deputy James Kratchmer. Chief Deputy David Lulliver. Chief Deputy Joseph Pemberton. And Chief Deputy Herman Lopez. Thank you, honored guests, for your attendance as well. You know, the graduation, it's a culmination of 12 weeks of intensive training. It has about 400 hours of instruction. The class seated before you today has received education, as you saw in the video, criminal law, professionalism, ethics, jail security, less lethal weapons, inmate supervision, defense tactics, the list could go on and on. Our academy holds the recruits of this program to the highest standards, and for this reason, all those in attendance today can truly be proud of the accomplishments of their recruits. To make the formal presentation of the 97th Basic Correctional Deputy Academy, I would like to introduce Correctional Sergeant Kevin Gamendi of the Riverside County Sheriff's Department. Sergeant Gamendi is the Academy's Basic Course Coordinator, or as we affectionately know it, the drill instructor. This position has the most influence on the Correctional Academy recruits. Throughout the Academy, the coordinator becomes a tutor, disciplinarian, and mentor to all of your recruits. It's my distinct pleasure to introduce to you Correctional Sergeant Kevin Gamendi.
Thank you, Captain Peterson. Good evening. On behalf of the Academy staff, I'd like to thank you for attending the graduation ceremony of the 97th Basic Correctional Deputy Academy. I'd like to thank our honored guests from the Moreno Valley College, Riverside Community College District, and the law enforcement agency executives for attending our graduation ceremony this evening. Today, your presence means a great deal to the Academy staff and most importantly, our graduates. Lastly, I'd like to thank each of you, especially the families, the friends who have supported these recruits during their time in the Academy. It is because of your support that you have shown which gave these recruits the strength to make it through this challenging yet rewarding process. Our academy is one of the most respected and challenging in California. The Basic Correctional Deputy Academy course requires drive, discipline, motivation, and attention to detail. At the beginning of each academy, we question if everyone who reports on day one will be here come graduation day. So here today are 52 of the 65 recruits who started, excelled, and accomplished this challenging training program. You demonstrated the heart and strength of mind to complete the journey that you began on December 7th. We put you through training that is very realistic to what the job requires as correctional staff. But as I expressed throughout the academy, there is a method to my madness, and all that training will better prepare you for your careers. Class 97, enjoy this moment, your journey through all the sweat, tears, frustrations, and challenges you found within yourself to live up to your class motto, together by chance, united by choice. Class 97, you're about to embark on a new career in law enforcement. You have chosen a path that is full of hazards, but one supported by character and courage. Our job is to prepare you for your new position, but the ultimate goal is your success in your career. The academy staff is motivated in knowing that we have prepared you for strength and skill and knowledge and strength and heart and mind. We tore you down to build you up into the outstanding person standing here today. Today, TAC staff and I stand proudly, confident in your ability, joyful in your memories, and inspired by your spirit to never give up. Class 97, be proud of what you have accomplished, proud of the career you have chosen and the badge and patch that you wear. But with that, be humbled by the responsibility it carries. Remember, to succeed in this career, you must have self-confidence, a positive attitude. You must PT your brain daily and explore motivation. Your goal in life is to wake up living, live to help people, and live to achieve those goals. At this time, I'd like to recognize Academy Class 97. As a tradition, the Academy class completes a fun run up Mount Rubidoux. This run is a competition where the recruits challenge the PT staff and the Academy staff by racing them to the top of the mountain. If they win, they're rewarded. Some of the examples are parking closer to the classroom, growing their hair out, or they're allowed to drink coffee. So Class 97 requested that the competition be a memorial run for Correctional Lieutenant Steve Taylor, who recently passed away. As part of this run, 12 recruits carried American flags to represent our beautiful nation. One recruit carried the Class 97 Academy flag, and one recruit carried a thin gray line flag honoring Correctional Lieutenant Taylor. The thin gray line flag remained in front of the class, representing Correctional Lieutenant Taylor leading the way as the class ran up the mountain. This class chose 14 flags for the run, representing Riverside County Sheriff Chad Bianco as the 14th sheriff. In addition to honoring Correctional Lieutenant Taylor, they continued by assisting and honoring his wife at their home. This past weekend, Class 97 went to Correctional Lieutenant Taylor's home, where they assisted Mrs. Taylor by cleaning the yard, removing a very stubborn tree, and detailing both vehicles, reminding Miss Taylor she's family, that Steve was respected, and his memory will never be forgotten. This class truly demonstrated service above self. Please join me in recognizing Class 97 on their accomplishments. So just so you know, we were very proud of them for what they did, so I let them park closer and we let them have coffee there last week. On behalf of the Riverside County Sheriff's Department Corrections Training Unit, it is my pleasure to announce this class has met all the training requirements set forth by the Board of State and Community Corrections and the 832 PC training requirements. These recruits are prepared to graduate from the 97th Basic Correctional Deputy Academy. Good luck and God bless you. Please join me in applauding these men and women on their accomplishments. I would now like to recognize and introduce Class 97's class president, Recruit Jose Gamboa. Recruit Gamboa displayed outstanding leadership, dedication, and maturity throughout the academy. His fellow recruits and academy staff recognized and greatly appreciated these qualities. Recruit Gamboa is 35 years old, born in Orange County, and grew up in Riverside. He is the youngest of 4 siblings. In 2004, Recruit Gamboa graduated high school from Norte Vista High School. In 2009, he received his Bachelor's of Arts in Criminal Justice, California State University of San Bernardino. Before the academy, Recruit Gamboa spent 15 years working in the retail industry. He was a retail sales associate and was promoted to district sales manager at the age of 24. Lastly, Recruit Gamboa enjoys working out, attending professional sporting events, and traveling the world. Please welcome Recruit Jose Gamboa.
Thank you, Sergeant Gamendi. Good evening, and welcome to the 97th Basic Corrections Academy graduation ceremony. I want to thank our families, friends, and loved ones for joining us on this special day. We would not be here without your love, understanding, and support. I also want to recognize my family and thank them for their support, to my parents, my brother, and my sisters, Maria and Lisette. I want to thank my classmates for allowing me this opportunity to speak on their behalf tonight. I am honored and humbled to be in front of all of you this evening. Each recruit graduating today gave it 150%. They left it all out on the grinder, dirt, and mat room. They truly embody our integrity, loyalty, professionalism, and leadership values. I want to take you through our journey. And classmates, as I do that, I want you to remember back on all the memories that we made together. You will see that our class had a unique experience, possibly the most extraordinary one ever. It began on a cold and rainy December 7th. We all learned what it means to endure physical and mental fatigue on this day. We will never forget the loud sirens and butterfly feelings in our stomachs that day. We were shocked by long days, grueling workouts, class memos, and yes, unlocked car doors. Before we knew it, we were experiencing our first Friday through the fog and bright lights, trying our very best to survive with or without our batons. Each week presented a challenge and opportunity for our class, but something else happened along the way. We developed and we transformed. We became stronger, we became tougher, our confidence elevated, we worked together tirelessly to overcome the adversity we faced. We argued, we cried, we yelled, we laughed, and yes, we got COVID. We made TikTok videos for the sheriff's site. We endured the Build-A-House exercise 2 times. I'm sure you'll hear about that if you have not. We were on TV, we studied together, we practiced together, and we lunged all over the academy together. We started at 65 recruits, and we finished with a family of 52, with a +1 of Lucy's chair. This is a family that extends outside of the Riverside Sheriff's Department to our brother from the city of San Fernando. None of this would be possible if it were not for the distinguished men and women who make up our academy staff. Each day, they work tirelessly to mold us into leaders. We will forever remember Sergeant Gamendi's soul stare, Corporal Zermino's class, quarter turn to the left face, Corporal Lasario's end of day pep talks, Deputy Podolski's the burpee, Deputy Stifler's creative ab workouts, and Deputy Owen's sneak attacks. TAC staff, your imprint on our lives will last forever. We thank you for your selfless devotion to our success and growth. One of my idols, Kobe Bryant, once said what led to his accomplishments, and I feel this will resonate for us. Those times when you get up early and you work hard. Those times when you stay up late and you work hard. Those times when you don't feel like working, you're too tired. You don't want to push yourself, but you do it anyways. That is actually the dream. It is not the destination, it is the journey. If you can understand that, then what you will see happen is your dreams will not come true. Something greater will come true. Class 97, all that I can say is thank you. Thank you for showing one another dedication and selflessness. Thank you for believing in me, and thank you for believing in each other. I will forever be grateful that you're in my life. The bonds we created are priceless and unbreakable. I pray that my leadership will continue to impact your life as yours has impacted mine. Never forget the progress that you made from day one to today. That is an example of what hard work, dedication, and humility can do for you. Class, we're on this journey. We just begun. We have a lot more to accomplish. Remember that everything you say and do will lead to who you become and who you are. Tonight, I want you to soak this in and enjoy it. And tomorrow and moving forward, we continue to put in the work to make those incredible things come true. Congratulations, class. We will forever be Class 97. Together by chance, united by choice. Hoorah! Thank you.
Thank you, Gamboa. And the fact you brought your posse tonight, that was well done. We're honored this evening to have Assistant Sheriff Edward Delgado as our keynote speaker from the Riverside County Sheriff's Department. Promoting through the ranks to currently Assistant Sheriff on July 29th, 2021. Please join me in welcoming Assistant Sheriff Edward Delgado.
Thank you, Captain Peterson. Before I get started, I'd like to point out something about the graduates you see up here. This whole presentation was focused on what they accomplished in the academy. But I will tell you what happened prior to the academy, and maybe you were witness to some of this. They all went through an extensive testing process, which consists of a physical agility test, written test, psychological examination, polygraph, an in-depth background check, and a full medical exam, which takes several months to complete, and only the top individuals from each process are chosen to attend the academy. I asked the class, because I met with them several times during the academy, how many people attended their physical agility test, which is usually the first test in the process. They were all different numbers. Some said 150 folks, some said 100, some said less. I asked them to look around the class and tell me if they recognized anyone in this class that attended that physical agility test with over 100 people in it. They all looked around and confirmed there were not. So out of 150, 100, or however many showed up for that initial physical agility test they attended, these individuals were selected to attend the academy, and as you saw from the video, the academy was not easy. So congratulations, you guys, prior to getting here. Good job. I wanted to focus in on that because it is not an easy career. It is not easy getting through the process of what we set forth for them, so congrats. Good evening, family, friends, and law enforcement personnel. We are here to witness and affirm that these 52 men and women started a chapter in their lives they will forever remember as one of the most challenging and rewarding they will experience in their lives. I say chapter because we are all writing our book. At some point in their lives, they decided to apply for a career in law enforcement in the corrections field. Chapter, whatever you number this, this is where they label this chapter in their books. Let's just say law enforcement, the beginning. Prior to this chapter, they were living as civilians with rules governed by society. Well, let me tell you how I confirm their commitment to this lifestyle, and it is a lifestyle. On the second week of the academy, I always spend a little time with the class to express my expectations and see how their first Friday went. I'm sure you heard about their first Friday and saw from the class video. So I go into some department history, and then I get into what they've gotten themselves into. After I share some department history and set my expectations, I start to challenge them, and this is how. I asked the class if anyone was forced to enter this profession. They all looked around the class waiting to see who may raise their hand, so I asked, was it your probation officer? Was it your parole officer? Was it your parents? Some of them gleaned that maybe it was their parents. They looked at me if I were crazy. I mean, they would not be here if they had a parole officer or a probation officer, right? Parents, well, you never know. Some parents may have been the driving force, but regardless of why they were there, they were there. So after establishing they were there on their own accord, this is where I challenged their true commitment to this profession. On day one, they were given a spiral notebook, and they are told they have to document the day's training and what they learned and how they felt for that day. They often describe having sore muscles they never knew existed, the crazy TAC staff yelling at them within inches of their face, sometimes being sprayed with saliva from yelling, and the oftentimes funny things that would come out of other recruits' mouths. It allows for TAC staff to monitor their writing ability, ability to work as a team, and many other aptitudes they will need to succeed in this career. They are told they need to write in it every single day after the academy, and it needs to be about 15 lines. And the staff will randomly check throughout the academy. I asked the class with an ounce of honesty and an ounce of integrity who did not write in their journals from the Friday before. You should see their faces. The ones that completed them looked around like, uh-oh, but I did mine. Where the ones that did not, reluctantly and very slowly, started to raise their hands. They looked around the room to assure they were not the only ones, and soon there were many hands in the air. I asked them to keep them up so I can get a good count. Most of the time, it's usually about 30-40% of the class that did not write in their journals. So their arms are getting tired. I ask them to put their hands down and tell them that I am going to collect them and turn them into the crazy TAC staff. I collect the journals, then remind them they are here because they want to be. We've already established that earlier, that they weren't there because someone made them. So I ask all of them if a sergeant in the jail were to assign them to write a criminal report and it had to be done by the next workday, if they would ignore the sergeant and just not do it, especially if a crime occurred on their Friday. They all said they would not, adamantly said they would follow the sergeant's orders to get it done. So I asked them, what was the difference where the academy sergeant told them to write in their journals every night, and they did not? They did not know what to say because they realized there is no difference. This is the first lesson of the lifestyle they chose, and remember we talked about chose to enter. So needless to say, the ones who did not have an entry for that first Friday were required to write a full page every night for the rest of the academy, and the staff would randomly check as I did that day. Come to find out, they had to write a full page, 2 full pages? 2 full pages. That means they screwed up more than me, So family, friends, law enforcement executives, these 52 men and women have committed to a lifestyle change that will forever be who they are. Like the small journal assignment, they have a book to write. So please be contributors and characters in their books at some point in their careers. Class 97, the Academy is the beginning of your law enforcement chapter of your book. Each chapter will be written by you, and I challenge you to remember the lesson you learned from the journals. The 2 words I challenged you that day were honesty and integrity. Honesty. Be honest in your professional and private lives. You need to be the professional that you are required to be, not just by following rules set by society, but beyond those. Yes, abiding by the laws of the land is also required, but you have committed to live your lives as an example to others. So when you use force, witness a crime, or are asked to document force used by a peer, you must be honest in your recollection of what occurred. Do not let someone else write a chapter in your book because you are not honest of your words and deeds. Be honest. Integrity. Have integrity in all you do. You want to be the person your peers, supervisors, family, and friends look to, knowing you are going to do the right thing even when no one is looking. If you are married, you have to have integrity when certain challenges come your way, and they will come your way. I have been married for 26 years, and I can tell you it is possible in this profession. I will tell you, each chapter of your book will have meaning to you, so you write that chapter in your book. If you allow an inmate to get to you and you allow them to write a chapter in your book called My Discipline, then they win, and your peers, supervisors, family, and friends will question your integrity and professionalism. Have integrity. You dictate what goes into your book. Get to the end of your book as the only author with contributors from your family, of course, but you write it. Remember your code of ethics as you enter this profession and the meaning of each word within. I, as well as others in this room, are proud of what you have accomplished thus far, but you have a long career ahead of you, so remember to be honest in your words and deeds and have integrity in all you do. Echoing the advice of our sheriff, your sheriff he expresses this to all the new graduates. Live by the 4 F's: faith, family, friends, and fitness. Faith. Have a higher power you answer to, and the faith to know oftentimes life will take you in a completely different direction to the path you intended to travel. But no matter what happens, have faith. Your higher power will get you through it. Family. Do not shut your family out, but rather rely on them for support because they are more important than what you have going on at work. Friends. Keep your friends close because you will eventually need someone to talk to outside of work and bounce issues off of. Be a good friend at the same time. And fitness. Maintain lifetime fitness. Some of you have never run this much, done so many push-ups, or that many flutter kicks, but I will tell you there is a method to the madness, as Sergeant Gamendi mentioned. Not to discipline you when you fail to follow orders or totally mess up the code of ethics, but to prepare your body for the physical challenges you will face in this profession. As you sit there tonight, look down at your pants. Go ahead, look down at your pants. I challenge you to be in that same size in 30 years. That's from the sheriff. That's your goal. 30 years is a long time. Get to those pants, right? On your retirement day, wear those pants. I would like to add 2 more F words to this list. No, Sheriff, it's not the ones you may be thinking of, sir. Firm and fair. Be firm in enforcing jail policies so that the inmates know you are a deputy that is consistent and you yourself follow all the rules. If an inmate senses you are willing to bend the rules, they will certainly try to break the rules and policies you are there to enforce. Being firm will garner respect if you are fair. What do I mean by fair? You are not the judge or the jury that put them in jail, so it is not your job to condemn them or disrespect them. Give them what they need and be prepared to answer questions they may have. Most of the inmates will reciprocate the respect you give. Being fair will not be perceived as weakness if you are consistently firm and fair. As one very smart chief deputy told me, this job is not that hard if you follow the rules, work hard, and maintain your ethics. You will make it to the end of your career as I did. Thank you, Chief Joe Pemberton, for that great advice for these 52 people here today. We'll miss you, brother. Congratulations, Class 97, and good luck. God bless you.
Thank you, Assistant Sheriff. We will now conduct the badge pinning ceremony and issue the Academy diplomas to the graduates. We invite you to celebrate your loved one's accomplishments. Feel free to applaud, cheer, let them know you're out there. I'd also like to invite family members of each of our graduates to come forward and take pictures during this portion of the ceremony. You may come right to the front of the stage when your loved one is being pinned. I just ask that you wait for your loved one to stand up and make their way towards the stage before moving to the front for photographs. Staff will be standing by to assist you and kind of guide you to this area right here in front of me. After taking your pictures, please return to your seat to allow others to do the same. If you're pinning the badge on a recruit, please make your way to the stairs at my right, your left at this time. I'd also like to invite Moreno Valley College Dean Rawlings back to the stage for the Academy diplomas. Up first tonight, we have the San Fernando Police Department. Making the badge presentation for the San Fernando Police Department is going to be Lieutenant Erwin Rosenberg. First up, Desk Officer Brandon Buckley. Thank you, Lieutenant. The Brad's presentation for the Riverside Sheriff's Department will be Sheriff Chad Bianco, unless I have special guests pinning. Up first, Correctional Deputy Noel Alcaraz. Pinning the badge, Correctional Deputy Alcaraz, is his cousin, Deputy Ricardo Rivera from the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. Correctional Deputy Victor Alegria. Pinning the badge on Correctional Deputy Alegria's brother, Steve Alegria from the Orange County Sheriff's Department. Correctional Deputy Sophia Alvarez. Correctional Deputy Dominic Aubert. Pinning the badge on Correctional Deputy Aubert is his father, Deputy Edgar Aubert from the Riverside County Sheriff's Department. Correctional Deputy Luke Baker. Pinning the badge on Correctional Deputy Baker is uncle, retired Assistant Sheriff William Baker from the Orange County Sheriff's Department. Correctional Deputy Francine Camacho. Correctional Deputy Daniel Carlos. Correctional Deputy Carla Castillo. Pinning the badge, Academy Sergeant Kevin Gamendi. Correctional Deputy Joanna Chavez. Pinning the badge will be her mentor, Deputy Alma Gonzalez from the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department. Correctional Deputy Caleb Cruz. Pinning the badge, his mentor, Corrections Officer Victor Plaza from the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation. Correctional Deputy David De Jesus. Dave, you can smile. Correctional Deputy Melanie De La Cruz. Pinning the badge on Correctional Deputy De La Cruz, her brother, Correctional Deputy Daniel De La Cruz. Correctional Deputy Ryan Decker. Pinning the badge on Deputy Decker is his father, Lieutenant Christian Decker. Nice job, Frank. Correctional Deputy Johnny Escalera. Correctional Deputy Cesar Escobar. Correctional Deputy Jacob Espinal. Pinning the badge, his father, Parole Agent Antonio Espinal. Jacob, even your dad wants you to smile right now. Thanks again. Thank you. Correctional Deputy Miguel Espinoza Lizarraga. Pinning the badge, his uncle, Deputy Probation Officer Antonio Espinoza. Correctional Deputy Jennifer Flores. Pinning the badge is her mentor, Sergeant James Hewitt from the Los Angeles Police Department. Correctional Deputy Jose Gamboa. Pinning the badge, his cousin, Detective Leticia Gamboa from the Long Beach Police Department. Correctional Deputy Adan Gonzalez. Correctional Deputy Robin Gonzalez. Correctional Deputy Rami Ghaleb Haddad. Correctional Deputy Adrian Hernandez. Correctional Deputy Nathan Hauk. Pinning the badge, his uncle, retired Police Chief Michael Olivieri from the Pomona Police Department. Correctional Deputy Roberto Jaime. Correctional Deputy Marina Jaramillo. Pinning the badge is her boyfriend, Deputy Gabriel Vincent Munoz Jr. from the La County Sheriff's Department. Thank you. All good. Correctional Deputy Jenna Alnur Giovanni. Correctional Deputy Nolan Lutzi. Pinning will be his mentor, retired Commander Bob Sedita from the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. Correctional Deputy Angela Manuelis. Correctional Deputy Daniel Mendoza. Pinning the badge will be his mentor, Sergeant Patrick Larson. Correctional Deputy Davina Munoz. Correctional Deputy Jimena Morillo Morales. Correctional Deputy Angelica Ortega. Correctional Deputy Jacob Pacini. Pinning the badge will be his brother-in-law, Captain John Salisbury. Correctional Deputy Nathaniel Perino. Pinning the badge will be his mentor, Richard Aceves. Correctional Deputy Santiago Picos. Correctional Deputy Felix Preciado, Jr. Correctional Deputy Robert Prosella. Pinning Prosella, Sergeant Kevin Gamendi. Correctional Deputy Christopher Ramirez. Correctional Deputy Marlene Ramirez Esordia. Correctional Deputy Jesus Rodriguez. Correctional Deputy Angel Rojas. Correctional Deputy Irvin Salas. Correctional Deputy Michael Sowers. Pinning him, Academy Sergeant Kevin Gamendi. Correctional Deputy Brendan Thompson. Pinning the badge, his uncle, Police Officer John Lee from the Los Angeles Police Department. Correctional Deputy Miguel Triana. Correctional Deputy Michael Vasquez. Correctional Deputy Eduardo Vasquez. Pinning the badge is his brother, Corporal Jose Vasquez from the Ontario Police Department. Correctional Deputy Devon Wallace. Correctional Deputy Ulysses Williams. And lastly, Correctional Deputy Justin Wolf. Now we enter the time of special awards. It's extremely special to the class. The Academy very appropriately acknowledges superior achievement with each of our academies. Special awards are areas of top recruits for academics, physical training, report writing, most inspirational, and top overall recruit. Up first, top academic performer with the highest grade point average in the class, receiving an overall of a 93.86 over the course of the 3 months. From the Riverside County Sheriff's Department, Correctional Deputy Brendan Thompson. Up next, top report writer. It's a vital part of our corrections division across it. This award's presented to the recruit with the highest average combined scores, written reports, written exams, and all things written. Takes out the surprise when I say it's not from the Riverside Sheriff's Department, but instead the San Fernando Police Department, Desk Officer Brandon Buckley. Next award, top physical fitness. This recruit worked hard and received a total score of 100% across the 3 months of testing in this area. That recruit does happen to be from the Riverside County Sheriff's Department. Correctional Deputy Felix Preciado, Jr. Next award, most inspirational. It's vital to acknowledge the Academy of recruits in each class who have been a role model to the others. They set high standards, and truly they're an example to follow in what we create of that dark storm. Making this award even more distinctive is the fact that the recruits themselves nominate the recipient. This recruit took on the heavy task of inspiring their peers, digging deeper, pushing harder, and seeing their goals through to completion as well as everybody else's. Receiving the award for the most inspirational recruit from the Riverside County Sheriff's Department, Correctional Deputy and a return subject, Felix Preciado Jr. Did he go all the way? Oh. Yeah, yeah. Felix, I wouldn't have sent you to the South 40. Next award, top overall. Big one. They've all been pushing for this the entire 3 months. This recruit proved to excel throughout the academy, proving proficient in academics, physical fitness, and all-around leadership. This award is selected by TAC staff and is truly well-deserved. The top overall recruit for the 97th Basic Correctional Deputy Academy from the Riverside County Sheriff's Department, Correctional Deputy Jose Gamboa. We have one final award, our James B. Evans Award. On May 9th, 1980, Deputy Evans responded with numerous other local law enforcement officers to the now infamous Norco bank robbery. It took place at the Security Pacific Bank in Norco. Deputy Evans was fatally wounded from hostile gunfire during an ensuing vehicle pursuit and exchange of gunfire with multiple robbery suspects. At the time of his death, Deputy Evans held a bachelor's degree from Cal Baptist University and had completed all of the academic requirements for a master's in business administration from the University of Southern California. He was scheduled to graduate, in fact, the following month. Deputy Evans worked diligently to achieve his educational goals because he understood the importance of higher education within our law enforcement profession. Based on the foregoing, it was appropriate the award be established to honor and pay tribute to the memory of James B. Evans for his service and sacrifice to our nation and the community. The Deputy James B. Evans Academic Achievement Award, which includes a $1,000 scholarship, is awarded to a graduate who has received the highest academic score in his or her graduating class and has committed within 6 months to enroll in a qualified undergraduate or graduate program. Presenting the award tonight from the Riverside Sheriff's Association, Executive Director Dave Brown. The James B. Evans Academic Achievement Award for the 97th Basic Correctional Deputy Academy. Correctional Deputy Marlene Ramirez Esordia. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give them all a round of applause. Please welcome back with me Deputy Martinez to sing God Bless America.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Thank you, Deputy Martinez. The 97th Basic Correctional Deputy Academy recruits have memorized the Correctional Deputy Code of Ethics. We invite all law enforcement personnel in the audience to stand and reaffirm the Code of Ethics with the graduates. This evening, leading Class 97 in the Code of Ethics will be Correctional Corporal Lasario. That would be Class 98 from the College of the Desert on the east end of our county. They are soon to graduate as well, just a few weeks away. Thank you, 98. Everyone in the audience may be seated. As we close the graduation, I'd like to thank Chaplain Mazizi, Moreno Valley College, and all of our staff that helped get us to this point. It's extremely challenging. I'd very much like to thank the families, all of you, loved ones, friends. Truly, without your love and support, this would not be possible. We talk about it all the time, and the recruits recognize it now at this stage in their career. Finally, congratulations to Class 97. Your dedication and hard work truly paid off. Honored guests, all of our friends, family, those watching even in social media land, I'd like to thank everyone tonight. Class 97 thanks you, and please get ready to greet them as they exit the stage now as graduates. Sergeant Gamendi, you may now dismiss your class.